Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching The Mandalorian. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Angela and we are watching the premiere for season 3 of The Mandalorian. I'm happy to be back in this world with my baby Grogu, with my daddy Pedro. I'm just happy. This is like all the feel-good chemicals happen during The Mandalorian. Granted, there's always times when it's not feel good, but I would just say that like this is the happy place, right? We have so many iterations in Star Wars where like, especially like Andor, like, you know, it was more political, and I liked Andor, I really did. But this is the thing that I get up out of my bed to film at midnight for, is the feel-good stuff. And I don't know if it's going to be feel-good, but I feel like we get to start out with a good dose of dopamine just being flooded into our brains. And I'm really interested to also see kind of a little bit more of the Mandalorian lore. Because we saw a little bit in Rebels, and there was a lot in Clone Wars, and I will tell you, that was probably a couple of the episodes season that I glazed over watching. It wasn't something that really interested me at the time, and like that was so long ago, but now I kind of regret that because I think I would have a lot more knowledge going into this, and I could have rewatched it. I really could have, but I'm going to learn along the way. And I'm a fan of Katie Sackhoff, so I'm excited to just see her be more Bo-Katan. You know, she always seems like really hard, and there's a chip on her shoulder, especially about the Darksaber. I'd like to see how that whole thing plays out. And being a bigger fan of Rebels than I was Clone Wars, like Sabine being involved in that, and then I know with the Ahsoka series that Sabine is in that. I don't know if they're going to cross over, and they should, because they're two Mandalorians, so I would like, no. I don't, okay, so I like Bo-Katan, but I like Sabine more, and I think that'd be really, really interesting if we got to see Sabine rule Mandalore. I'm just going to throw that out there. But I would love to hear more about the history, and also kind of like going into the future of the Mandalorian and kind of what that means for them, because we get nothing else after Rebels. So I'm not going to like flood the beginning with a bunch of like, I wish for this, I wish for that kind of stuff, because I already told you my main focus is Grogu and Pedro, Mando, Din, but it's Pedro. It's Pedro. Also, they call me thirsty little gal, so I don't think anyone disagrees with me about this though. Like he's the one. He's the one. And this is the way. So with that being said, let's get into it.
Manufacturer's protocol
Oh,
dictates I cannot be captured.
starting out with IG-11. That's heartbreaking.
Have you ever removed your helmet? Then you are a Mandalorian no more.
See, why would you put up with that?
One may only be redeemed in the living waters beneath the mines of Mandalore. This is the way.
Oh my God. I get that it's his belief. I'm all for it. Some magic potion? Fuel? She making a tiny helmet for Grogu? Is she making a tiny helmet for Grogu? Or just for a Mandalorian? Just a new Mandalorian. Look at all these outfits, I'm dying. Is this a flashback?
I swear on my name and the names of the ancestors,
That I shall walk the way of the Mandalore.
and the words of the creed shall be forever forged in my heart.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
From this moment on, I shall never remove my helmet.
From this moment on, I shall never...
Oh! That was unexpected. Explosives on its body? There's so many Mandalorian right now, and they're not defeating this thing. Pull the din, fly in the inside. Explode out. Oh my god. The armorer is such a badass. Oh my god, I love her. Okay, so it wasn't a flashback. Oh! That'd do it. I wasn't sure if that was a flashback to Din getting anointed or not. Hey, buddy! Interesting beginning.
You have removed your helmet. You are no longer Mandalorian.
Aw.
The Creed teaches us of redemption.
Redemption is no longer possible since the destruction of our homeworld. All was destroyed in the Purge.
Is this inscription not Mandalorian?
What is this? I like Grogu being involved in this discussion.
Where did you come upon this?
Jawas. They came upon it by trade from a traveler who claimed to have visited the surface of Mandalore. But a traveler was able to retrieve this, so perhaps it is not poisoned. If I visit the planet and I can bring you proof that I have bathed in the living waters beneath the mines of Mandalore, the decree of exile will be lifted and I would be redeemed.
Seems like a lot of work. Oh, how do you say no to that face?
This is the way.
Good sales tactic. Always bring the kid. Yeah, is Din sleeping here? Like... Oh. What you doing, Grogu? Is that the whales from Rebels? Oh my god. Getting emotional. All I'm thinking about is Ezra right now. Stop. He got scared and he had to go cuddle Daddy. I want to cuddle Daddy. Is this Navarro?
Welcome to Navarro.
It
Independent
is.
trade anchor and outer rim hyperlane port. Please state the purpose of your visit.
Here to meet an old friend.
Flourishing. It's flourishing. I love that. I didn't realize when we saw the trailer that that was still Navarro. No. I don't like any of the salacious crummies. Aww.
Do you remember your old friend?
I love this.
We are an official trade spur of the Hydean Way. There's a lot of money to be made on Navarro.
I can see.
You and the little one, you can settle down, you can hang up your blaster, live off the fat of the land.
Grogu.
Come again?
His name is Grogu.
If you say so. I thought you had completed your mission, but you're still running around here with the same little critter.
I removed my helmet, and now I'm an apostate.
Which is all the more reason for you to stay here with us.
Agreed. Oh.
Where you're from, you may be an apostate.
Please be Candy.
There's someone here to see you.
It can wait.
But it's pirates!
That can't wait.
Stand aside, droid. Don't you know who we are?
Come on, Vane. That'll be enough of that.
Grief, Karga, my old friend. I knew you wouldn't insult us. Come, join us for a drink.
Let's continue this conversation back at my office. This is a school.
Well, that explains why she wouldn't let me inside.
Join me for a drink back at my office. We'll toast to your captain.
We drink here.
That is a school now.
I say it's still a bar. Now bring us a drink.
Mando, deal with these people.
Is there a problem here, Magistrate?
Try me.
I don't know, how fast is Grief Karga's hand? Whistling birds, Mando? Crushed skulls, Grogu? He shot him in the hand? Grief Karga. Ah! Oh, yeah. Bad news. Yeah, not the person to mess with.
Get out of here, Vane. Now.
Why would you kill the other people but let him live?
Sure you want to let him go?
Yeah.
You'll let it be known that Navarro is respectable now, and not to be trifled with.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the message that's gonna send.
Have the service droid scrub up out there.
He's got droids to carry his cape.
You ready to put on the stripes and collect a healthy stipend? You'd make a very fine lawman.
I need him back.
What?
IG-11 was destroyed on the lava river. This is just a statue.
These are his parts, are they not?
We were lucky to recover any of his parts after he self-destructed.
We're gonna get IG-11 back?
I need a droid I can trust to help me explore Mandalore, and he's that droid.
Oh my god!
We've got plenty of droids around here. We'll find you one, I guarantee.
I know, but he's the one.
Let me give it a shot.
Mando rebuilding a droid? I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh god. Creepy statue though. It's very interesting that they found a way to bring back a beloved character, but I kind of liked his ending from the first season. I don't know if bringing him back is necessarily the best idea, but it warms my heart. It's those feel-good chemicals I was telling you about.
He's hooked up to power. Let's see if we can wake him up.
Anticlimactic. Oh. Oh. I'm torn. I don't know if he'll be the same.
Subparagraph 16 of the Bondsman Guild Protocol waiver immediately produced.
Uh-oh. 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 No longer nanny droid. Oh god. Oh god. Good job, protocol droid.
Now that's using your head. I think he defaulted to his old programming.
Fortunately, Navarro has attracted the best droid smiths of the Outer Rim.
Droid smiths.
They'll have IG back to his old self in no time.
Sure.
I don't think I can handle him with all his limbs if things go scud.
Why don't you ask him for yourself?
Who?
The Anzellans.
Yes!
What do you want?
A little door for you to go through, Grogu. Oh my gosh. Babu Freak was like the best little thing that came out of the sequel movies. No, no, no. I love them. I love them so much. I don't care. And I love puppetry like this. I love practical puppetry.
Mando, he said he can't fix it.
That's no good. I need this one. This one is my friend.
They're not friends anymore. Memory circuit broken. This one voodoo.
He says you should get a new one. If you can get a new part, he says he can fix it.
No, Grogu.
Oh.
Bad baby.
Bad baby.
No.
Not used to something his size. So the prospect of having IG-11 back is interesting. It won't be the same, I don't think.
Being a Mandalorian's not just learning about how to fight. You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy, because you never know where you might be headed next. And this is your enemy proximity warning indicator.
Uh-oh.
Hang on, kid, we got pirates.
Avast, Mandalorian. You can't just sneak away after cutting down 4 of my brothers in cold blood.
Cold blood, it was self-defense.
After him!
I love this in the asteroid field. Gotta get him a seatbelt. Love space battles. taking notes, Grogu? You gotta learn how to fly this thing. See, Grogu was built for this.
Has anyone got eyes on the Mandalorian? Not yet.
Mando can do it all. Love how he's good with guns, hand-to-hand combat, space battles, but he can't fix a droid. So he can't do everything. Oh, run!
Stop where you are,
Oh!
Mandalorian.
Oh!
You're outgunned.
I have no quarrel with you, Gorian Shard.
What a kind sentiment from a man who just destroyed 4 of my fighters. Surrender your ship and I'll spare your life.
Kid, never trust a pirate.
Ever. Especially a space swamp thing. Later! That's probably gonna come back.
This is Kalevala.
And what is
It's another
Kalevala?
planet in the Mandalorian system. That is a Mandalorian castle.
Bo-Katan. I'm really loving the music. I'm assuming it's still Ludwig Göransson. It's a really long walk.
Bo-Katan, it is Din Djarin. I am here to join you.
There's nothing left to join. When I returned without the Darksaber, my forces melted away.
Oh, shit.
Do you still have the saber?
I do.
Then you lead them.
Ouch.
Wave that thing around, and they'll do whatever you say.
So you gave up your designs to retake Mandalore?
There's nothing left. There's nothing magic about the mines of Mandalore. That planet has been ravaged, plundered, and poisoned.
You said that the curse was a lie. Make up your mind.
If you want to go to the mines, be my guest. They're beneath the Civic Center in the city of Sundari.
Thank you. And I will find out if the planet is really poisoned.
Goodbye, Din Djarin.
I don't think so. That's it! Okay, so just kind of a fun beginning. Definitely them having Mando come in to save the day, to save the rest of the Mandalorians during what looked like was a ritual. It was more kind of a baptism of a youngling. I didn't know if it was a flashback or if it was like real time or not, because it felt like real time. And then I was like, wait, is that Mando on the beach? I was like, wait. Is this supposed to be Din Djarin? And then, you know, obviously Mando comes in and saves the day, which I was just like, oh, well, I don't know if any of that really needed to happen at the beginning of the episode, but it was fun to watch. I mean, cool creature. And when it did the barrel roll, it kind of like gave me anxiety. But of course, you know, Din comes in to save the day. They really make him out to be somebody who's like good at everything. It was kind of getting a little much, I think, because I was like, oh, he's great at space battles, and he's great at land battles, and he's great at hand-to-hand combat, and he can shoot things. Can't fix a droid, so I guess, you know, we found like his one like little fault, I guess, that and trying to convince Bo-Katan of anything. But, you know, like it was nice to see Grief Karga. It's nice to see Navarro flourishing. They kind of brought up Kara and that she's been recruited, special forces. I still don't know how I feel about that whole situation. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. Her character will be missed, that's for sure. The prospect of having IG-11 back, I feel like I'm torn because like he had such a great ending in season 1, and he had like a full circle kind of story, and to bring him back but him not be him, it's kind of like it's a Pet Cemetery thing. Like when you bring something back from the dead, is it really ever the same thing that it was before? And especially if we don't have the same memory, obviously that droid's going to be different. It's not going to be the same one that Mando has worked with before. So you're kind of still not getting the product that you want when you bring him back. So I don't really know if that's even a good idea. It's nice to have a familiar character back, and I'm 100% all for it. Kinda. it's, again, does it erase all the good things that he did before? I love that they had a statue. I love that they paid tribute to him. Like, we probably could have left it there. I don't think we necessarily needed to bring him back. But the idea of having Taika play IG-11 again and seeing IG-11 in action is always fun. Torn, very torn. Now the pirate situation, I feel like that's going to come back. I feel like they're going to remember Mando, especially Navarro. I hope we see it prospering, and I have a feeling that the pirates are going to end up doing something to Navarro and to Greef Karga, because obviously Mando has to come back for IG-11. So maybe that's like the whole like thing, like, oh, he has to go back for the droid, which I don't know how you fit the droid in the ship, so he's going to have a different ship. I don't know how he thought that was going to work. Can you strap a droid to the outside? I don't know. I mean, R2 could be on the outside of a ship, so I'm sure he could, but that seems horrible. Either way, Mando's going to have to go back to Navarro, and I'm sure that he's going to have to face the pirates again. It might not be until like episode 8 at the very end, and then he just like destroys them all, and it was like a big fat nothing. I'm not sure. Interesting premise, interesting idea. Again, I don't know if I'm a fan of that. I mean, sometimes you just have to let a hero die a hero and remain that. Obviously, it's adorable to see Grogu, and I really like that when Mando went to go talk to the armorer, that it seemed like, you know, Grogu was there just giving her those eyes, just like, please, say yes. I don't know where he said that he got the crystal from the Jawas. I wish that had been part of the previous season, so it felt a little bit more like fluid, kind of came from out of nowhere, but really interesting that a lot of people think that the planet of Mandalore is poisoned and that it's all ruined. And obviously, if somebody went there and they left with something and that person is still alive, then it might not be poisoned after all. And I have a feeling that we're going to find out that it wasn't. And I don't know if that is a ploy to keep people off of Mandalore. Like if you tell people that it's destroyed and, you know, it's inhabitable and you're going to die if you go there. I think that's a good way to keep people from going there. But super sad about Bo-Katan not having the lightsaber. So, and super sad about, you know, Bo-Katan not having the dark saber. So her people have left her. I mean, that's kind of fair weather. I feel like she's a good leader. It doesn't really matter the weapon that she has, but again, you know, she's kind of like saying that like Mando's group is a cult because of what they believe, but then the people that were following her believe that like she's only powerful if she wields that weapon. So I think she's going to be really, really jaded about like just Mandalorian beliefs in general. And I forgot what they're called, but the only thing I could think of when Grogu is in the dome and they're, you know, doing light speed and you like look over and there's like those whales, it reminded me of Rebels and it made me think of Ezra. And I don't know if I'm going to have to like wait and see like a new Rockstar's breakdown of this episode to like get all the details about it. It definitely like made my heart skip a beat and I was like, oh my God, is this happening? Because those two worlds are going to collide. I just know it and I'm excited for it. Oh my God. Because I know live action Ezra has been announced and especially if you have Sabine and Ahsoka. I really wish we got Kanan in live action. I'm really bummed about that, but neither here nor there. I wonder if we're going to get Hera. Okay, like I need to stay out of the Rebels world and I need to stay here with the Mando world. So obviously now Din is on his way to Mandalore to bathe in the mines that are underneath of Mandalore. I mean, here's the thing. The armorer was going to baptize that foundling in the water that was off the shore. So, like, obviously you don't need to have the mines of Mandalore in order to be Mandalorian. It's all about a belief system, and I don't know if like she's just sending him on this task for other reasons, like, hey, go find out if this is true. Like, but this obsession with having to have your helmet on, and if you take it off, you're not a Mandalorian anymore. But like the mines may be the thing that like baptize you or bless you, or like she was gonna do it where the crocodile was roaming, like so. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of convoluted stuff happening. Although I'm excited because it's just an introductory, so like getting back into the world and introducing the pirates, Navarro, that Kara's gone. IG-11, the Mines of Mandalore, Bo-Katan, we're getting a lot of introductions back into this world, so delving into those and having your main focus in the next couple episodes, I think, is really what we're going to have. But I'm excited. I'm so excited. I love being back in this world, and like I said, like, it's all the feel-good hormones. It just makes me happy. Like, obviously Grogu, but even Grief Karga and the little Babu Freak guys, the Azelians. I love having them. Like, I mean, I don't know if I need porgs, but I think if one hopped up somewhere, I wouldn't be too upset about it. That we'd have to be on that island. Obviously, the story is going to end up taking us to Mandalore eventually, and the shenanigans that will follow with Grogu. And I love that he's like the lighthearted part of these episodes. But I'm ready for it to get a little bit darker, get into the meat and potatoes. Definitely after seeing Luke and Grogu and Ahsoka in Boba Fett. I don't think we're going to see Luke. Like I said, Ahsoka is a high probability. Or possibility. I don't know about probability. I don't know if we need to have guest stars. I would love to just delve into Mandalore and just stay there. But again, being Mandalorian is, traveling the galaxy. So we're going to be traveling the galaxy, and I'm also okay with that. But guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon, as well as full-length reactions to other episodes of other shows that I have watched, including Boba Fett and the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. And I am ending the Expanse series pretty soon. Very sad about that. And like I said, I love space shit. So space battles and space shit, it's my thing. It's my groove. It make me happy. And then also the show Severance, if you guys haven't watched that. Ooh, so good. My full-length reactions for Andor are also available on Patreon. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and get notifications. So if you happen to like how I react to this, and you like my thought process on things, feel free to hit subscribe. If you don't, let me know in the comments below, and I'll say mean things. I'll probably argue with you, but I won't say mean things. But I do like conversing about this kind of stuff, especially Star Wars, because I feel like there is passions from one side to the other and in between, and it's you guys have things to say when it comes to Star Wars, and I really do appreciate your candor. But with that, guys, I will see you in the next episode. May the Force be with you. This is the way. Daddy Pedro. Bye.